everybody. This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Mental Health Fridays. I hope all of you are having a great day so far and you just got your day start. Hope you have a great day. Today is the last day of talking about a particular boundary. So as you know, throughout the whole month of July, I talk about different kinds of boundaries that we go through as individuals. From starting in the early of the month, I talked about physical boundary, I talked about sexual boundary, I talked about mental boundary, and then last week I talked about spiritual boundary. So today I will be talking about financial boundary. So financial boundary is mainly protecting your finances. And when it comes to protecting your finances, it's more so you having control of your finances. You having control of what you can spend. You having control of what you can save. You having control of what you can give. You having control of what you cannot give. And what's standing out to me when it comes to financial boundary the most is where people actually, reach out to you and say, oh, well, can I borrow this amount of money? And when you be honest with them and say, no, then it could become a burden because they either say, oh, you don't want to help me out, you don't want to care for me and things like that. But you're protecting your boundary because you don't have the money to give to nobody. You don't have the money to give to somebody and stuff. And then there's individuals whenever you tell them no, they kind of try to beg you into lead you into giving them something because they want to make you feel guilty and you giving them, money or helping them out financially. And sometimes we kind of, beat ourselves up because we deep down inside we say no, we don't want to do it, but then we end up getting on that guilt trip and we end up giving the money anyway. But then after we give the money, we kind of beat ourselves up because of the fact of saying we was supposed to stick to our word of saying no, and knowing we don't got the money to give, but we still give it anyway so the person can be quiet and stuff like that. Spending wise, we all have moments where we gotta have it as, spending money. When it comes to spending money, sometimes we have people that judge us of how we spend things. And that's just a moment where we have to put our boundary up and say, well, we are able to spend what we want to spend and do what we want to do with our money. We make our own decisions with our money. Sometimes, yeah, we receive advice for the things that we do when it comes to money, but it's our decision to do what we want to do with our money. So it's like that moment of having individuals check our accounts where they don't really know what's inside of our accounts when it comes to money and things like that. But before I get into the corporate exercise for financial boundary, I want to read about what Psych Central said when it comes to financial boundaries. So, financial boundaries protect your financial resources and possessions. Your right to spend your money as you choose, to not give or loan your money or possessions if you do not want to, and your right to be paid by an employer as agreed. So, two examples they provided for financial boundary. The first example, I'm on a budget, so I bought my lunch from home and won't be ordering lunch today. So, with that particular example, they talked about how they kind of set a standard within themselves saying that, all right, I'm on a budget. I already know what I can spend, what I can't spend. So I know I can't order out every day for lunch for work or whatever. I'm going to just, make something at home and just bring it to work or bring it to school, bring it to any location. The second example they provided, please don't borrow my car without asking. So with this one, even though this is considered to be financial boundary, they kind of listed it as both financial and material boundary. But when it comes to please don't borrow my car without asking, it's more so the fact of when I look at it in a financial standpoint, it's saying, okay, don't use my car if you know you're not going to fill it up with gas or you're not going to pitch in the money for gas and things like that. Or when somebody asks you, "Oh, can you take me somewhere?" and knowing that somewhere is somewhere far away, that's beyond your driving distance or your location where you live at, and they sometimes don't want to give you money for, that trip that they ask you to do for them and stuff. So we already know financial boundaries is just your right to decide on what you want to do with your financial resources and your possessions. The coping exercise I want to leave you with today when it comes to financial boundaries is to be honest on your finances. And when I say be honest on your finances, I want you to look at it two ways. One, if you don't have it, you don't have it. If someone asks you, can I borrow this amount of money, and you know you don't have it to give to somebody, just say you don't have it and leave it at that. If you know you're not able to go anywhere because you know that you don't have the money for it, it's okay. Sit, stay home, sit and do something that, that doesn't require money and things like that. And then the other example, when it comes to, being honest on your finances, is to not feel guilty. Don't feel guilty to give. And like I said earlier in the video, sometimes some people guilt trip us to be able to give them money when we know that we don't even have it for our own selves. So don't feel guilty when you say no, that you can't give it. Don't feel guilty when you say, well, I can't go do this, I can't do that, or I can't pitch in for something right now or whatever. Because if once you feel guilty on it, you're gonna end up giving your money away, and then you're gonna beat yourself up in the end for it. And that's all I want to leave you with today. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG Menard Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to check out all the videos on there. Go on my website through Wix to check out the videos on there, learn more about me. This is different podcast episodes I've been a part of. Check out my articles I did for Helpful Living Magazine, and then ways to connect with me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. Again, I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And now I'm going to leave you with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, be well, be blessed, and peace.